Hey y'all, so we're gonna get into it talking about protective hairstyles. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, but also share the video because that will help me get out there in the algorithm and so protective hairstyles. As you can see, I have my hairstyle. I'll show you. My best friend did it. It came out pretty good. It's pretty fresh, so it's pretty up as y'all see, but my best friend did my hair. Um, I love protective styles, but I want to talk about how I wanted to feel more confident wearing my natural hair, and so I would wear it out more. But the con with that is because my hair is not free-formed, it's not in its natural state of how it should be as a girl of African descent. um, it falls out when I brush it a lot. So that's something I definitely notice when it comes to hair is that if you brush your hair a lot, it's gonna start to fall out. And it's not because your hair is weak, it's not because you have bad genetics, nothing like that. It's just the fact that we literally, let me get close to the camera. It's the fact that we literally shouldn't be brushing our hair like that. Like, we shouldn't be brushing our hair every single day. And I want to talk about protective styles, even wigs and stuff like that, because a lot of people are like, oh, I love that you're natural, this and that. I'm so tired of the wigs and the lashes. And I'm like, first of all, people can do what they want to do. Like, don't let nobody stop you from doing what you want to do. We're allowed to be creative. We're allowed to have fun. We're women. We're allowed to do this. But what I do want to say is that these styles protect our hair. So yes, we may get in moments where we feel like, oh, this is where our hair is most beautiful or people like us most, but that's not necessarily true. Like, you just gotta train yourself to get out of that thinking. I did, because I used to only wear like braids and stuff. Like, I went from, okay, so there's a transition that happens when you start to accept your natural hair, and for the most part it does happen to most people. There's this transition where you go from wearing weaves and wigs to wearing protective styles like this. And a wig and weave can be a protective style. It just depends on how you wear it and how much. But you go from wearing like weaves and stuff like that to saying, okay, I'm gonna go natural. You don't do the big chop yet, but you go natural, right? Then you start getting these and braids and everything else, right? And then you just only wear that though. You don't really give your hair a break as much, or the break might be pretty short. And then from this, you start to wear your natural hair and understand that, because when you start protecting your hair, like to the most degree, you start wearing your natural hair more because it's healthier, because it's been protected better. It's been locked, basically. Like, and I say locked, not literally, but like it's been braided. Like under here, I have a whole bunch of braids that have been looped into my hair. So it is basically what Chloe and Haley do a lot, but what was I gonna get to? Oh, it's important. Like, protective styles are very important to us because one, we made them, we can do them, they're creative, it's a part of our culture. But I have seen a lot of blackfishing happening and a lot of YT women trying to wear our hairstyles and stuff, but don't understand the meaning of it and why we wear it. It just is what it is. We can't stop it. But what I'm trying to say to a lot of you women that are blackfishing, just give black women their credit. That's all. Just that's all. Y'all need to be putting your shirt down on the floor for us so we could walk. That's all. Y'all really should be giving us our credit, because it's really unfortunate that y'all walk around blackfishing and not understanding the purpose and meaning of our hair, our edges, our soul, and our beads. Period. Um, but I really do think a lot of men should stop putting women down for wearing extensions, if I should say, right? Like, these are extensions. Like, I bought it, it's mine, but it's still extensions. And a lot of men put down BLK women for wearing like extensions, but they don't put down YT women for wearing extensions. And I'm like, you don't even understand that YT women are wearing extensions, just because their hair is manipulated more to fit the texture of Malaysian, Vietnamese, or even Indian hair textures. But at the end of the day, they wear extensions too, all rooted in misogyny, with the idea of having longer hair as a feminine thing. And once again, your black hair is long. It's just kinky coily, and it presents itself differently than the way that a YT person's hair does. And I had to learn that. So my best friend's been doing my hair because I've been having the worst experience when it comes to hairstylists. And my sister was my hairstylist for a long time, but eventually I was just like, okay, I was tired of that. I want to do something different. And she doesn't do all hairstyles, you know, like it's not that easy. She's really good at doing weaves and wigs and amazing at it. She does braids a little bit, but it's not her specialty. So I started venturing off into new hairstylists, and it was hell. It was hell. I literally had one hairstylist who had roaches, cat pee. It was a disgusting home. It was bad. She was drinking beer while she did my hair. And she did an okay job. Like the parts were huge, but it was just like I was like, and the parts are like even bigger than this, I would say, because these are like I would say small, medium parts. My best friend did a really good job. But it was really, really bad. Where like she was just drinking, and I think I was on the school tablet or something. I was doing something, trying to edit something. I forgot what I was doing. But it was pretty bad. Like I had to use the bathroom. I had to step over like cat like feces, and it was bad. I'll make a story time of that and how I came across her. But long story short, I felt bad for her, so I did pay her the money. She did a decent job. I paid her the money. I had to literally buy the hair. I had to do everything. Like it was so bad. And I still tipped. So this is what I mean by like, you know. And then she said she wanted friends, this and that. And then I told her, and this is why, you know what, I'm glad she's doing bad in life. Like I know I shouldn't be saying that, but I am, because karma's karma. I remember telling her, hey, I can't get my hair done, can I have my deposit back for the next style I was gonna do with her? And because I felt bad for her. This is what I'm saying, that was on me. I felt bad for her, so I kept trying to get my hair done by her for a second time, which was wrong. And then she goes, "Oh, you can't get your." I explained the situation to her, how the school club did something to me, and I couldn't go anymore, so I wasn't gonna get my hair done. And she basically was just like, "No, you can't get your deposit back." After she done vented to me about having real friends, all this, like stylists are so fake. This is why they don't have friends. They grimy and disgusting. Um, and I was just like, okay, so I can't get my deposit back. It was only $25. $25. So I dropped it or whatever, and she wants to keep liking and commenting on my post. And I was like, girl, if you don't get out my face, you bum. Like I'm sorry, cause I was so nice. Like she had cat urine and feces everywhere, all over her home, and like it was disgusting in there. And I was so kind to you. I was so kind to her. But that's my fault. I ain't gonna lie, that was my fault. I shouldn't have been kind, and I shouldn't have looked to get my hair done by her again. But it's very slim picking when you get your hair done. You either go to in-home stylists who get you somewhat and understand you, or you go to like the African salons where they be doing whatever they want and taking however they want and finishing other people quicker and this and that. Like it's not great here in America when it comes to getting your hair done. A lot of salons are crooked. The Black Beauty salon is honestly not even what it used to be. I might make a video about that. Like, it's not a time for community. It's not a time for women to come together. It's a time for people to scam. Legit scam. And I do want to make a video talking about how there was a Latina or Latino shop that took black customers. I'm assuming probably in Harlem or the Bronx. It's disgusting. It's really disgusting there. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's disgusting there. Like when it comes to racism, and basically what you call it, she locked the customer in the store. Like I'm sure y'all seen this. She locked the customer in the store because she couldn't pay allegedly, blah blah blah. But you only see one side of the story. And this is what I say, when there's a black, if you are black, do not go to a Dominican salon. You are black, you're from Harlem, New York, wherever, do not go to a Dominican salon. That is like the New York thing. Like we all know that. Like don't go to the Dominican salons. Like nah, like you're bugging. They would chop your hair off. Like we know. So for me, it was like probably she was desperate. She probably didn't know where else to go. She was also pregnant. Um, it was just awful. Like the way they locked her in there, waited for the police to come. Like you don't even know. She could have been going to get her other card or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not that much money that you're losing. And you could tell they probably sat in that chair and they just didn't like her. And they had a plan to lock her in the store. Like, it was just disgusting. It was disgusting. Like, is it that serious? You want to arrest somebody for some freaking hair? Like, it's crazy out here. So that's why I don't get my hair done no more by anybody else besides my best friend. If my best friend didn't do my hair, maybe I would have had to figure out how to do it myself and been really bad at it because I'm just bad at, having patience. But my best friend saw how stressful it was and how scary it is for black women to get their hair done, and she decided to taking it to her own hands and just do it. Um, which is an amazing best friend. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm very fortunate to have a best friend that does my hair, but at the same time, like, it's a lot on the hands. It's a lot of time. She got my hair done in 2 days for the first time ever. Usually it takes her like maybe 3 or 4 days, but she did this in two days. I would say did the braids about I guess the braids took like 7 hours underneath, and then did this that took like about 12 hours. Um, so yeah, she worked really hard. These are also very small. Like you can see how small they are. She did a great job, and her stuff lasts so long. Her stuff lasts really long. But that's just a little intro. I'm gonna be doing more hair topics. Protective hairstyles are very important. Your wigs are important. Everything that we need so that we can keep our hair protected under here with braids is important for us. Don't let nobody sit around telling you to take your wig off. Don't let nobody sit around telling you that you're not this and you're not that. Listen, at the end of the day, it's about how you do it. Like I said, I used to be this way when I was younger. If you are a girl that will never show your real hair because you just don't love yourself, fix it. Fix it right now. You don't need to wear a wig, let's say 365 days of the year. Now that's a problem. That's a real problem. Now, if you take breaks, great. You need to take those breaks to let your scalp breathe, to show your hair, to love your hair, to love yourself, to show yourself. If you constantly have this in all the time, it's not that it will damage your hair, but it's more so like it's damaging your soul and who you are. You're not showing who you really are. So that's one thing I want to know. Sorry, the lighting is so weird. That's one thing I want to note about that when it comes to hair. But for the most part, do you. Don't let nobody, tell you as a black girl that you cannot wear extensions, that you cannot wear a weave, you cannot wear a wig. Don't let anybody make you feel less than. I personally wear protective styles that are closer to my nature of just being a black woman, such as braids and locks. That's my preference, but you don't have to do that. There are so many wigs that are so protective, and I think honestly wigs are better than even what you call it, weaves. But weaves are getting better, but there's so much. Oh my god, the natural hair industry is everything's changing. The black hair industry is changing. Sorry, the sun is coming up and I'm like, ooh, okay. Um it's changing. There's so many wigs that are closer to our hair texture and hair type and everything like that. Like, it's changing for the better, and all I have to say is I hope it gets better. I would love to make a hair care line that only did like kinky coily hair. I would. Maybe I'll look into that. Is this ideas happening? Oh, these are ideas. These are ideas. Even like locks that are like wigs and stuff like that. I'm gonna look into it. I'm really gonna look into it. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all. We are gonna get to 2K today. That is my goal. So I'll probably do a lot of pictures. I am going to a spa today. I will be in New York City. So we'll see what happens. And I don't think I'll be vlogging too much because anytime I try to vlog, it just don't work out. It just don't work out. I end up not putting it together, or it's a pain to put together. I literally went to Japan and y'all didn't get no vlogging action. So I don't know what to say when I'm gonna be in New York City. But we plan on coming home definitely before all that crazy chaos is happening. We will not be near Times Square. You will not get that live footage, but maybe you'll see the Rockefeller tree. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and we're trying to get to 2K, and this is gonna be a really good year for my channel. I can feel it. Remember, if you can donate whatever you can, please do so, because your girl is trying to move and we need to get up out of here. Bye, y'all.